It's 5 for Friday on March 10th. I curate out 5 things every Friday that are worth weekend reading time for people who are interested in public sector operations in general and public procurement specifically. It's long weeks for me. It probably is for you. So these are things that are easier to pick up when the week relents a little bit and you can put your feet up. First, Governing chimes in with a pretty detailed opinion piece about the government's workforce crisis. It goes through a series of examples related to water operators and emergency providers and provides a blueprint for some ways to think about addressing the problem. I can tell you here at Civic, we hear about this problem every single day when we're talking to procurement shops that are short on people, having trouble filling specific competency gaps, and it is a core part of our current practice. We know it's true because we're seeing it in the real world. Secondly, International Women's Day was this week. It was on the 8th. And Open Contracting Partnership, which, by the way, this is the third time in 3 weeks that I've covered a piece from them. So they've obviously got my interest, and I hope yours too. They talked to ISM India about gender gap in procurement and supply chain and ideas on what can be done to mitigate it. A timely topic for you to consume. Third, NPI, which is the National Procurement Institute, and GFOA, which is the Government Finance Officers Association, have announced a new strategic partnership in support of the AEP program, which is their Achievement in Excellence in Procurement. That's a big deal for a lot of folks, and those are two very well-respected organizations, so I'm sure they've got some great things ahead. Fourth, NASCIO covers a new cyber strategy that they call promising for state and local governments. It's a grant-funded effort that fundamentally reimagines America's cyber social construct. It's an idea that's finally catching steam as the money comes closer and closer to the door, so it should be very interesting to see its long-term impact. And finally, as most of you know, it is Procurement Month. You're seeing lots of posts out there from people who don't normally post, or maybe this is the one time a year they come out and talk about what they do. So give them support. While you're doing that, I had a couple of my folks who, again, are not always out talking to people in front of the camera, so to speak, to give some of their thoughts on what's your why, about why procurement is a compelling career and why they're able to serve from the chairs they're still in. So Tom Stratton and Jennifer Miracle got our Kentucky contingent going. Both chimed in with some ideas, and go give them a hand for participating. Next week, I'll be at the Virginia Association of Governmental Purchasing. I will give my speech on Talking It Up, where we try to go into how can we communicate about procurement outside of our core circle of people who are already in procurement, in order to build more connection and take the message about procurement out to our friends and the next generation. So it's a fun speech. It's got props and lots of discussion, and I'm looking forward to it. I'll also be giving a presentation on Federal Funds, a Survival Guide, which is taking a look at some of the things we've learned and observed on helping clients with ARPA situations and things that all the procurement officers should know related to these topics in case you need a brush up. And also, if you haven't done so already, we have a webinar at the end of the month with NAEP, which is the National Association of Education Procurement, which extends and completes the What's Your Why concepts with 3 luminaries in higher education procurement. So as best I can tell, you can sign up for that whether you are in education or not. So if you're interested, I'd encourage you to go sign up. And with that, have a happy Friday. Hi, it's Dustin Lanier. Thanks for listening. Please find me on LinkedIn for original public sector operations content every week. And please reach out to me if I and my team of procurement professionals at Civic Initiatives can help you be a public procurement change agent.